It's Week 17 of the 2026 season, where we'll see this team's towering wide receiver, who's closing in on 1,000 yards receiving on the year. We're just moments away from the action, and it's all up next.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The rain started earlier today. It hasn't let up much. It is going to be a wet one. Glad you're with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Nice and dry here in the booth, but Greg, you've been down on the field and played in one of these sloppy, wet, rainy games. What is it like?
Well, it depends what position you play. For the offensive and defensive linemen, they love it. It's a little bit slower. The defense is a little bit slower to react to the ball. A lot more runs, less pass protection. So for them, they're thrilled. But for anybody...
The final 2 weeks of the regular season are upon us, and off we go on EA Sports. He fields it at the 8, and it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. Throwing right, it's taken in. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. He'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Back to throw. Quick throw, taken in. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? He'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
He fumbled the football. It is picked up by the defense. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
This crowd ready in anticipation, their offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his 2nd season in the NFL.
You think back to last week and what was really a pretty bland game. He didn't do a ton that was overly exciting, but his team was still able to come out with a win. I think that's really a testament to this roster that they have built. Yes, you're going to need your quarterback to play good ball as the season progresses, but in the meantime, they are good enough around him that as he continues to find his way, this is still a tough team to match up with.
They'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds. I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make. Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Look it up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. The home team's offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And things are getting a little tight with 2 weeks left in the regular season. Already, we can look ahead in both conferences to some critical divisional matchups ahead in Week 18. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide that'll hold them to a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8. They'll send the tight end in motion right. That's out to the flat, and it's complete.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
He'll go right and find his running back, and they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. They'll look to set up the screen here. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Now a run on first down. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Putting the tight end in motion. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that screen slow to develop, and they rally to the ball and stop him. That will be no gain on the screen.
That screen just never had a chance. Anytime the running back has the ball and he's making guys miss in the backfield, there's going to be no timing to the play. It just allows too much time for the rest of the defense in pursuit to get there, and in this case winds up as no gain. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And a short pickup, too. About the 42-yard line. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right 3rd. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. We are through 1. 6-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Second and 7. From out of the gun, he'll throw. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up. He'll send a tight end in motion right. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
And he missed it. It's no good. And they are not able to draw closer.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll motion a tight end right. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. To the right side here. Pass is caught. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. One of the tight ends in motion right. On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
That's going to be out of bounds, no return, and the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll go underneath here. The running back out of the backfield.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hands, and results in a completion.
11 yards on the pass there. That's enough for a first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Back to the air one more time. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. They need to say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small, and oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
The home team's offense ready to see what they can do. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Got a man left side. It's caught. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks, because when you do, your ability to score points typically tends to follow.
Now they'll set up to throw. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Here's 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. On comes the punter now, as he's on here to punt this one away. Yeah! The home team's offense ready to get back to work. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. Tight end, the motion man to the right. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Up the middle they go. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. 1st down. They'll stay on the ground. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. He'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
A gain there of 15. And that will be a 1st down. You have a tight end motioning left here. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up 1st and goal.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
They'll try to run this one in. A 2nd effort, and he is in. That a big score, Greg. They continue to get points, but after not getting touchdowns, this has to feel really good to this offense.
It really does, and I think anytime you can build on your confidence that now you know the rest of this game, you can finish these good drives. coming away with 2 field goals. Those are wins for the defense. So now a win for the offensive side of the ball, and got to see now if you can keep this rolling throughout the rest of this game.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. So now this team's offense make their way out to take over once more. They find themselves down 13-0 here. As they try to get things started offensively, it's 1st and 10. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. 2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Greg and I continue in just a moment. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Now this offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. They'll throw out of the gun. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. He's got his man right side. It's complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. They'll look to throw again. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete. Here's another shot from the 6 at 2nd and goal. Slot man in motion left. They'll look to throw yet again. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Now they operate from back at the 9, and it's 3rd down and goal. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half. So, 4th down, and out comes the field goal unit. This, about as short as you can get. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. So, we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you to Orlando. We'll check in with the coach. Jonathan Coachman has the EA Sports. And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with 1st down. The 3rd quarter begins with a run. They'll take this forward for about 5. Quick throw, taken in. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Open man, right side. He's got it. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off. There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. On 4th down, they'll send in the field goal unit. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And his guys will extend their lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. This team's offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. One of the tight ends motions right. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's over the middle and intercepted. You talk about the opportune time. The defense helps close the gap. A huge play to make this one a closer game.
Yeah, and anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, you're looking for that spark. And boy, did the defense provide it. Not only creating the turnover, they take it back for 6, and they get themselves right back into this game.
The extra point try forthcoming. He's got it. And the visitors are back within 6. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Right back to the air following that pick 6. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass. On 4th down, out comes the punter. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Handoff here, up the middle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
And now the punting unit will come up. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They bring a tight end in motion left. Now, faking the give. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down. Back to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down. Throwing now from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Punt team out, ready to send this one away. As he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. A tight end in motion now. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. They'll stick with him again. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. He'll look to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. He'll send a tight end in motion right. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll get the... He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The defense has it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down. He's going to try it here again. That is brought in. And he will get into the end zone. The game-tying touchdown here in the fourth quarter and a chance to take the lead with the point after.
Mike, the sideline's going crazy with that late score, but they still need this extra point to take the lead here and see if they can hang on to this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point try forthcoming. The kick is good. Important one as they take the lead here in the fourth quarter. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So now out comes the offense led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And it's been a struggle all afternoon. The defense done a great job taking him away from his game, taking his weapons away, and he has yet to find anything to lean on in this one. They'll motion a tight end right. To the ground, a first down run. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Big play coming up. This is third down. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain. And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs. You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball. And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. A quick throw right side. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line. Here's a 3rd down and 4. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
Now a give on the ground, and he will work his way down inside the 30, a pickup of 6. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Now this time they'll look to throw. Here we go. 3rd and a yard. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He's got his man, right side, it's complete.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. That's out quickly. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. His throw left side is complete. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. They'll come up now for 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. He's got a man. That's complete. Now this offense could use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Quick hitting slant there. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Back to the air one more time. That's to the right side and incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere.
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. We are set for 4th and long. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
And what a stop by this defense. They know the opposing offense has to go for it right now. There's not enough time for them to get the ball back and get another crack at it. They're trying to get in field goal range, and what a 4th down stop to all but end this game.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. One final kneel down here inside the 40-second mark. Should be enough to put this one on ice. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So, it's a win for our visitors. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.